Once upon a time in the bustling town of Duckburg, there lived a mischievous duck known to all as Donald Duck. On a sunny afternoon, Donald stumbled upon a curious contraption in the attic of his Uncle Scrooge's mansion. It was a tiny, shiny time machine button, gleaming temptingly under the soft glow of a dust-covered lamp. I wonder what this does? Donald mused, tilting his sailor hat-wearing head in curiosity. His curiosity was like a buzzing bee, impossible to ignore. Without much thinking, Donald gave into temptation and pressed the tiny button. Suddenly, the world around him spun faster than a whirlpool. With a loud pop, there appeared multiple versions of Donald, each dressed in outlandish clothing. There stood Donald from the dinosaur-age in a leafy toga, clutching a wooden spear. Next was a hiccuping robot version from the future, wearing shiny armor with blinking lights. Beside them, a brave knight appeared, wearing a sparkling silver helmet and holding a flashing sword. An elegant Donald from a Victorian era flaunted a neatly pressed suit and top hat. "Whoa! Look at all of me," Donald exclaimed, looking around at his time-traveling selves. The place was filled with colorful chaos, each version speaking in their quirky dialects, beeping and clanking, thumping their chests like cavemen and brandishing swords and shields. The dinosaur-age Donald grunted, "Me want hunt prey." The futuristic robot Donald beeped, calculating adventure possibilities. And the knight Donald gallantly proclaimed, "To the jousting tournament, I must go." Donald realized he could learn a lot from each era by listening and interacting with his other selves. "Hey, why don't we swap stories? It'll be fun," he suggested with his signature duck-like enthusiasm. The various Donalds eagerly agreed, and they gathered around in a circle, sharing tales of dinosaurs, robotics, and knights. It was an exhilarating exchange. The dinosaur Donald spun tales of dodging enormous creatures, while the robot Donald explained complex gadgetry that made Donald feel quite futuristic. But amidst all the jabbering, there was still one problem: how to get all of them back to their own times. Just then, a wise Donald, dressed as a wizard, arrived with a flickering wand. "Fear not, for magic and wisdom from ages past shall guide us," he chortled, waving his wand with flair. With a glowing spell and a gentle touch upon the time machine button, each Donald began to twirl back into their proper timeline. Donald was left with a heart bursting with curiosity and imagination. As the whirl settled, Donald murmured to himself, "Perhaps this was the best adventure yet. Many stories in one." As he places the time machine button back where it belongs, Donald dreams of pressing it once again, knowing well that Duckburg might just have more stories waiting to unfold in the attic of Scrooge's grand old mansion.